You want to become a football agent and you just discovered you need a license to operate. And to obtain that license, you need to take the new FIFA agent exam. So after I took the FIFA agent exam in April 2023, I've done a video on YouTube and shared it online with you guys on how the exam was, what I've studied, all the details about the exam. And even if I tried to cover everything, you still bombarded me with questions and sent me DMs and you needed more information. So in this video today, I will answer the 10 most asked questions from you guys about the new FIFA agent exam, and I will be doing it while here in Glasgow with the guys at JV Academy. There is a meetup about the FIFA agent exam. Hey guys, my name is Samuel. This is my YouTube channel, a space where I share the journey of an entrepreneur and football agent that moved from Italy to London, England to live his dream. Subscribe to be part of this incredible community. So 4:45, I just finished work now. I got the train at 5:30 from Euston to go to Glasgow. I hope I don't miss it. So why am I catching the train and going up north to Glasgow to answer these questions? I'll tell you why. A few months ago, I've done a video on my experience with the new FIFA agent exam after passing the test. The guys at JV Academy sponsored the video as they created a course and 80% of their students passed the exam. As part of their course, on top of the online lessons and mock-up exams, they do a live event where they meet up in person to learn more about the exam, to help the students with the tricky parts of the exam. So because of how well it went, they invited me to Glasgow. By the way, brands out there, you really need to start thinking about jumping on this channel to promote your product or services. They invited me to Glasgow to document the event and to give you guys more free value with this video and to answer, of course, the most asked questions on the FIFA agent exam. We just got to Euston now, 5:07. Let's go to Glasgow. Let's come and say hello. Don't normally go away for the night. America works here in Euston, so she came to say hello. So I've been to Edinburgh, but not to Glasgow. Going there for work is even better, so can't wait. The guys from JV Academy, they booked me a direct train from Euston to Glasgow. It's 4 hours, 30 minutes on the train. It's a good opportunity to catch up with some work. Quarter past 10, guys. Just went like that. Now we go to find the hotel. Glasgow is really cool, guys. I'm just walking from the station to the hotel, but I'm very impressed. The hotel looks nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Tomorrow I'll share everything with you guys as usual. Might have a rest after that long trip. See you in the morning. Good morning, guys. 7:30 in the morning. Shower. I've checked on Google a few good places around here for breakfast, and we go to the stadium, the home of Scotland football. Let's go. Okay guys, we are ready. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Let's get an Uber and let's get to the stadium. So I selected the 10 most asked questions from you guys in the comments, in the DMs. Here's a few of them. Can I bring my notes to the exam, and is it an open book exam? You can't take your notes, but also I would recommend not taking your notes because you have a limited amount of time. You have 3 minutes per question, that's the average. But yes, it's an open book exam. Also, you can keep the PDF open on your laptop. Once you see the question, my advice is to select a few keywords and research them in the PDF. Sometimes it will bring you straight to the answer. Not every time, but is sometimes you can waste a lot of time on. Don't rely only on the PDF. We arrived at the stadium, home of Scotland football. Let's go inside and let's meet the guys at JV Academy and the students, of course. Okay, nice to meet you. How you doing? Okay. Nice to meet you. The setup is great, guys. Incredible stadium. Do you need to pay a fee to take the exam? What are the costs? Yes, you need to pay £300 here in the UK to register for the exam, and that is whatever results you'll get. So even if you don't pass the exam, you have already paid those £300 and they won't be refunded. If you pass the exam, you will then have the annual fee that, if I'm not wrong, is $600 per year.
Welcome to Hampden Park. For you guys that don't know, it's a famous stadium, Scotland's national stadium. But I want to start by asking a question. Raise your hand.
The whole reason why we're here today is to help you guys prepare as much as possible and pass this exam.
Guys all in person. There's 3 situations that are outlined. A ban, if the agent is banned from taking part in any football related activity, that's a situation where you can terminate a representation with just cause. If that agent is suspended or they have a withdrawal of their football license. And the last one is, if that club is banned for at least 1 registration period, you are entitled to break that contract using just cause.
Where and when can I take the FIFA agent exam? There are 2 exams per year, one in the period between April and May, the other one in September, October. Go on the FIFA agent platform, look at the dates. Bear in mind the registration to these exams normally close like 2 months before the exam, so make sure you check the dates and you register in time. How do I prepare for the FIFA agent exam? Is it possible to pass the exam without studying or without paying for a course? Without studying? Absolutely not, I think. With only common sense, but I see it like very difficult. Once you're registered on the website, you can download the study materials. They are provided for free by FIFA. I must say it's a manual of 700 pages, so even if you study from there, if you read it all, by the time you got to the end of it, first bit, you might have forgotten or you might have not practiced. That's why I've done a course, and that's why I recommend a course, because without the exam you can't work. As you know, in this industry, reputation is everything. I don't promote stuff that I don't believe in, and in this case, I really think a course can help you pass the exam. This particular course had an 80% pass rate. That's why I'm confident in promoting the course. The beauty of it is that in the course you will have Zoom calls, you can ask questions, and especially I must say the mock-up exams. It's very important to do mock-up exams, so practice the answers, make sure that your timing is right, make sure you're answering the right amount of questions per minute. There is a discount code, JVSAM25. You're giving yourself the opportunity to succeed and become a licensed football agent by FIFA. Make sure, again, JVSAM25. You will find the link in the description. Now back to the video. How long is the FIFA agent exam? So the exam consists in 20 questions in 60 minutes. So basically you have like 3 minutes per question. You need to get 75% right, so that is 15 questions right. It looks like you have a lot of time, but trust me, you don't. What are the consequences of failing the exam? Well, with the new FIFA regulation, you cannot work as an agent if you're not registered as a FIFA agent. You're not allowed to speak to players, you're not allowed to work on contracts, you're not allowed to work on transfers. So the consequences is literally that you can't work in the industry. One of the most asked questions were, which are the tricky parts or most tricky questions in the exam?
Okay, so in terms of difficult questions, I think the best thing to do is to focus on the RSTP and focus on the FFAR. FIFA have indicated that the RSTP will be 30% of the questions, and also the FFAR will be 40% of the questions. So those are the 2 best bets in terms of revising.
How is the day going?
It's been fantastic. There's over 25 students here have arrived in Glasgow from all over parts of the UK and beyond. We are genuinely looking forward to the rest of the day ahead.
John, what about the day of the exam?
Well, one of the most important things is getting to understand about the atmosphere, about where you're going to. Get there early, find out about if your Wi-Fi is working, really important. Get a feeling for the venue. Believe it or not, make sure you've got the toilet before it. Make sure you've got your food ready, your PDF up. Get it all prepared, because we found that people who didn't have the correct preparation didn't work for them and they failed. It's a key element of when you're going to sit this test.
The course going?
Brilliant, mate. Just so much information. Really helpful everything that they're doing.
People's asking a lot of questions that other people are probably thinking, so it's definitely helped us.
So the purpose of this chat today is just to Craig's now working as an agent with 451 Football Consulting. I just want to get some questions here, Craig, because the people here are probably wondering, like, how did you get in here?
Oh, I mean, obviously going way back, my passion was always football, and living in Australia, it always meant that we were going to have to travel. John, I was confident in terms of what I'd studied. I felt as if I prepared well, but you do go into the unknown, don't you? Time management in the exam, very important. And I got through the first 5 questions and I was up to 20 odd minutes. I'm going to speed this up.
Some people talk about apportioning 3 minutes per question. I don't think that works out because naturally there'll be some questions that you can answer in less than a minute because you know the answer, and there'll be questions that you need to spend more time on. So the balance of time you're going to spend on questions is going to be unbalanced. It's not going to be equal. But by going through all the 20 questions, you can bank the ones that you know already. In that scenario, I think I got about 5 or 6 questions in the first 10 minutes, and I could spend the rest of the time on the ones that was more difficult. Because what a nightmare if you spend 3 minutes on each question, you get stuck. The easy questions are contained from 16 to 20, and you never get there. It's a shame. So by going through all of the questions, you can bank what you need to bank, spend more time on the tricky questions. So this question relates to training compensation. With this question, you need to know when training compensation is triggered. So you need to know Annex 4.1.2. So you have to look at what's going on. So firstly, go through the question and look at the scenarios. He plays for Z from 10 to 18 and signs his first professional contract at FCY. So in that situation, a player is signing his first professional contract, which does in fact trigger training compensation. So that means FCZ is due training compensation. After that, 6 months before his 21st birthday, he's transferred to FCX in the same division as FCY on a 4-year contract. So taking that scenario, is that a situation that triggers training compensation? It's not, because although he's still under 21, it's the same association. He doesn't move to a different association. That there wouldn't be a trigger. The next bit of the question says that at 24 he's loaned. Simply he's just too old because the bracket is 21 to 23. So you got your answer.
And we've been in this situation. Don't make this mistake that we've made. Every time that you're going to do business after doing all this work and you've got a player together, get it in writing. Get a contract. And a lot of the times we do it through what's called a mandate.
One extra bit, I've liked the fact that, of course, there were questions, the guys practiced, the lawyer explained it all, but then you also shared your experience and what they're going to do after they pass the test. So how you get into the business. So that part I really liked.
Well, I can tell you categorically, this is really when the job starts. It's great getting that licence. Yeah. It's a bit like when you get your driving licence, but you're not really, don't know how to drive when you go on that motorway. We're here to also show them the pathway about how the first steps of when they get the licence. How do you recruit a player?
What do you do
with clubs? What do you actually do for a living?
It's valuable. That's why I'm recommending the course anyway. So
we treat this as a community. When we done one 2 years ago at this same event, people are all doing business with each other.
And you're still connected.
And they're still connected. Yeah. And this is what this is all about. It's about building a community from a family business.
Thanks, John.
There you go.
It's 4:30, the event is just finished. I've got the train in less than an hour, so I better go. Incredible day. If you want to become an agent, if you're doing the FIFA agent exam, get yourself this course, going to these events. You have the code, you have a discount, so there's no excuses if you're serious enough about becoming an agent. Thank you for everything. It's been great.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you guys, all the best. A day like this where you meet up, whether there is a lawyer that just worked on Jude Bellingham transfer to Real Madrid as well. And not only that, he's starting from here to create your network in the industry. You know, it's priceless. It's what's happening in there today. It's incredible. It's been quick, but it's been great. See you next time. I'll come back. Promise I'll come back.